Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. It's always a lightweight in here, baby. I want everybody to relax. We're just gonna have a conversation. I was gonna talk about something else, but granted the atmosphere, I felt that it was imperative for us to discuss health and wellness. Now, as you know, salute to the family, Picasso, Brian H, Yave, born. Angie Wise, salute. How are you? Is the music too loud? Let me know. Is the music too loud? Turn it down if you need. As you know, we had some life happening. I don't want to call it a tragedy. Condo salute. We lost Kurt. We lost Kurt. We all know the Lord has a plan, and we don't even understand it most times. I appreciate you, Andrew. And I just thought it was imperative that we discuss some things as far as health and wellness. As you know, when I started my other channel, my boxing channel, it started out in health and wellness. But my love for boxing allowed boxing to become the priority of that channel. So I said, you know what, I don't want to mix the two. So I'm going to take the health and wellness over to this channel, along with adult conversations and real life situations and coaching for class, while being respectful of one another. Not to say they were disrespectful on the other channel, but I just didn't want to confuse the two. So we all know that for those that don't know, Kurt Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, aka the boxing historian, wasn't in the best of health. He struggled with diabetes and he was on dialysis. Also have a family member that's on dialysis, and at as heavy as he was, 300 pounds, now he's down to like 175, and it's just not good. And one thing I do know about that family member is, he struggled with weight for years, but his diet was bad. Now, for those of you that don't know me, if you look at my channel way back when I started doing content, y'all know that at my heaviest, I was like 398 pounds. Overweight. I was always athletic. But I was a lineman. I was always real strong in the gym. Smash the like button, y'all. They're doing something strange with the likes. But I was in the gym. I always was able to bench press a lot, deadlift and squat. Cardio wasn't the greatest, but I was a lineman on the football field. Y'all know what that is. But as I got older, once you get in your 30s, that flight of steps looks a little longer. And that 3-block walk to your car, you get to your car, you're like, whew, out of breath. And then you're outside playing some basketball. Why my lower back hurt like that? Because my stomach was so big, it was pulling my back. And then I had a health scare, and I said, you know what? Enough's enough. I got to stop eating like I was 14 years old. So I began a journey, and now I weigh in between 220, 225, maybe 230, depending on the holidays and what I eat. Picasso says he was a linebacker. Yeah. I went from center to now I'm probably a running back or a receiver. I got hands still. You know what I mean? But the result was, at my heaviest, I was pre-diabetic. I changed that once I lost the first 30 pounds. One thing I cannot get rid of is hypertension. I take a pill every day, and that's just something I gotta live with. But health is wealth. David Hambone, salute, brother. And I just started taking it serious. I take it very serious. I wish my relative would have taken it serious around the time I started taking it. He's a little older than me. Around the time I started taking it serious, I remember telling him, I said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I'm sitting here and throwing back Doritos like you're 14. The difference is when you're 14, you eat all that bad stuff, and what do? You eventually go outside, play some ball, you run around, burn it right off. When you get older, you have more responsibilities. You have a job. Some of us have jobs where you sit all day. You know what I mean? Or even when you're walking, your diet's bad. And you pay for it because your body can't recoup when you get older. And the result is my cousin takes dialysis a couple of times a week. I speak to him on the phone. He doesn't sound the same. His voice has changed. He sounds like his brain is regressing. And he doesn't sound good. And I'm scared. He lives close. I'm scared to go have a look at him. Scary every day. And I know Brian H. and see, these are things that I had to correct now. These are things that I had to correct because going to the hospital, it's bad enough that I got to take a pill a day. But I firmly believe if I didn't take control of my health about maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I might have had a stroke by now. I might have had a heart attack. Kai will salute, fam. You know, I might have fell out. So, you know, I guess you can call this a bit of a public service announcement. And I've said it before, but it bears repeating, being that we lost one of the best boxing minds, in my opinion, in the world. I mean, we all knew who Burt Sugar was. You know, with the hat and cigar, the guy was a walking encyclopedia. The difference is, Kurt wasn't on TV. But he was every bit as good as Burt. In fact, Kurt Sugar got his name. He used to call a radio show. And I forget the story, 88 Sports Talk, salute. I forget the name of the show. But he used to call the show, and the people on the call-in show were so impressed with him, they named him. What's your name, Kurt? So we're going to call you Kurt Sugar, if I have the story correct. And I spoke to Kurt several times over the phone. You know, it wasn't only about boxing. I'd be calling him to ask him, yo, listen, man, I have Roy Jones coming on the show. I need you there. Yo, we're having Sweet Reggie Johnson on the show. I need you there. Can you be there? You'd be amazed. And a lot of fighters I haven't made the show yet, man. And that's another thing, Picasso. A lot of these pills have side effects. My goal is to get off of everything, but I just can't. If I don't take my blood pressure medication every 24 hours, no matter what I eat, and I eat clean the best way I can, I'll get a headache. So I understand. What up, Wakanda? Yeah. You had a irregular heartbeat. You see, these are things. These are things that are very important. And as a community, we need to take care of ourselves. America is indeed land of the free. There are certain things that you can purchase on the shelf here in America that you can't purchase in Europe. We are the fattest country. We are the most out of shape country. I'm serious. And it's gotten to the point where the behavior is normalized. I'll give you an example. When I was young, things like McDonald's or that fast food was a treat maybe once or twice a month. You know what I'm saying? Parents said, okay, you know what, I don't feel like cooking tonight, you know, the kids are gonna have I know, my best friend, you know what it is, you have your sleepovers and you got the new Atari. I go back that far. The Atari 2600, the Atari 5200, that's how far back. So my best friend who used to live across the street from me, like, yeah, I go, his house, and yeah, you come sleep over, or I go to his house, whatever. We had the video games, ColecoVision, whatever. We had everything. And the night they come over, my father, okay, my mother be like, I'm not cooking. Tell my dad, he got his friend say, bring home some McDonald's. He bring home some McDonald's. It was a little treat. You got your burger, you got your fries. Let me tell you how far back this was. When we was playing Atari, there was no such thing as chicken McNuggets. You heard me? There was no such thing as chicken McNuggets. It was straight burgers, cheeseburgers, French fries. And I think the ice cream and the shake. The Big Mac. I don't even think the quarter pounder with cheese was out back then. That's how far back I'm talking about. DP Rocker, salute. Smash the like button, y'all. We're going to smash the algorithm. I want to push this channel through the roof. Because things I'm going to be talking about here on this channel is things I'm not going to, I don't want to, confuse my boxing channel with everything else. I had to divide the two. And what I'm going to be talking here is very important to everybody. So I'm going to approach this conversation with class. I don't want to offend anybody. But sometimes you have to hit it hard. And we had our McDonald's on like a Friday night or Saturday night whenever my boy was spending the night, or I go over there. And that, it was maybe 2 times out of the month. Now, everybody here, for the most part, are parents, or you got nieces and nephews. Every host, salute. Or you got kids, or y'all are grandparents. Fast food. Yeah, that's right, Angie Wise. Yeah, you don't recall chicken nuggets, right? You don't recall chicken nuggets, right? You don't recall it, right? I forgot. There you go. I had to rinse y'all. I'm sorry. Sure, I got y'all. All right. I took care of y'all. That's how far back I go. I was playing Atari. There was no such thing. I remember when the Chicken McNuggets first came out. It was in the early mid '80s. It was brand new. And if you ever peeled the skin off the chicken nugget, the original ones, you was looking at it like, what is this? It was chicken parts mushed together. That's why when they re-released it, they said now made with all white meat or whatever. And you're like, what the fuck were we eating before? Okay? And you crazy. You dig what I'm saying? So it was a treat when I was coming up. Nowadays, your kids, your grandkids, I see kids right now walking around looking like George Foreman. They're 12 years old. They're all 6'5", with beards and shit. Hey, Mr. Bus Driver. I'm like, yo, he's a kid. He's a kid. He's a child. He's a child looking like George Foreman. He's a kid. And he's walking with that bag of McDonald's. He's walking with Popeyes. He's walking with anything. Where I live, the closest McDonald's, you had to take a bus to get there. And then they built another one a little closer. But it was still kind of far for us to walk. We used to walk there. Now, there's a mall where I live now. There's all kinds of shit. And it's accessible. These kids are getting bigger. And by the time these kids will be like 22 years old, they're going to have high cholesterol. Once they stop playing sports, they're going to have high cholesterol, and they're going to have all kinds of problems by the time they're 30. And healthcare, that's going to affect healthcare. They're like, yo, you're too young to have all this high blood pressure, high cholesterol. What have you done? And let me tell you something. The human body's different. All right. I have one of my best friends in life. We ate the same things growing up, just as much. My body type was different. I blew up as I got older. He was skinny for years, but now he's what you call skinny fat. When he's like, he has on like wintertime, like right now, he'll have on his coat or whatever. You wouldn't call him a fat guy. You wouldn't call him that. In the summertime, in a short sleeve shirt, you still wouldn't call him a fat guy. But he's out of shape. His stomach is over the damn belt line now. He got extra weight in the face. And if you knew him like my parents, they seemed like, yeah, I saw your friend, you know, he's gained some weight. Because when he was coming up, he was super skinny. Now, the metabolism has slowed down. We're not outside playing ball like we used to every day. Why? We got jobs and shit. I got a whole family to take care of. I mean, he ain't got no kids that I know about, but, you know, but he's busy working 12-hour days. And these are things that we do now. So where did Anthony salute? So where does he find time to exercise? I'm glad you like the music, Angie. Joseph Townsend in the building, salute. So where does he find the time to exercise? And then one day I was talking to him, you know, when I was on my weight loss journey, and he was talking about he had an enlarged heart. Phenomenal Mexican, salute, fam. Yeah, man, we all got to get it together. And the world don't make it easy. It's within us. We have to take accountability and show some discipline. Bruce goes in the building. These are things we have to do. These are things we have to do without question. Without question. And I thought that tonight or this morning is the opportune time to reiterate why we have to take care of each other. We have to hold each other accountable. We have to take care of our bodies. I know it sounds cliche, you've heard it before, but our body is definitely our temple. A lot of brothers and sisters will say, yo, man, I got to get my summer body together. January, I hate going to the gym. Well, I'm going through some PTSD. I don't like going to the gym when the sun's up because it's a lot of people. We're still in COVID. But my gym is 24 hours. I'm going. When I'm done here, I'm going. I'm going to be doing videos in the gym. I'm going to be recording videos in the gym. All those videos I'm going to upload on this channel now. It's going to be like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. Then I come home, take a shower, go to sleep, and get up to do the boxing thing. You dealing with arrhythmia, Yahweh? It's all about our intake, man. You got to find a good dietitian. You got to do what works for you. And I say dietitian, but you know what? It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. When I change my lifestyle and change what I put in here, life got a lot better. Angie Wise says I take medication for PTSD. I've been using, I can't even say that word, Earth to purge my body of farm. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Yes. I got you. So you do more now. You try and stay away from over the medications prescribed. I understand. There's certain things that I can't get around. I tried. I need a medication to regulate my blood pressure. Bruce goes, yeah, this is definitely right up your alley. This is definitely right up your alley. That's all right, Joseph Townsend. You know, you deserve it. You deserve to eat your cheese fries. You know what I'm saying? It's what you do after that. Yeah, it's good to cleanse, Andrew. It's definitely good to cleanse. It's very, very good to cleanse. I'm not a certified personal trainer yet. That's something I'm working on. Yeah, I've cleansed, but you know what? I also drive a bus. for me to cleanse, I have to pick a day to do it, so I can be home and hope that my wife's gonna be like, yeah, man, this is cause for a divorce because you just destroyed the whole goddamn house. You know what I mean? But I drive a bus, and I can't be taking stuff and divine sense in the building. Yeah. Yeah, it's serious out here. You know, I see Divine Sense on the gram all the time. He takes his health very serious, and that's another thing, y'all. I felt it kind of a contradiction to dedicate one of my channels to boxing and not be in shape. And I'm saying that's just me because I participated in the sport once upon a time. I never went pro. Y'all want to hear something funny? I never even went amateur because my mother wouldn't let me. She said, you got such pretty teeth. Why you want to get them knocked out for? I said, Ma, ain't no one gonna touch me. She said, no, not gonna do it. Now, when I did go to the gym, I had some hard sparring sessions with you, but it got live where my nose busted up and my eyes swollen. You know what I'm saying? I had some hard sparring sessions, man. I tried to punch Miss Green in the nuts. I was like 8 years old when that happened. But I never went pro or whatever. The amateurs, I helped a lot of guys get ready for the Golden Gloves. Been around a lot of people. I've been around the sport. I'm immersed into it. And it was a contradiction, you know, talking about it. And, you know, I feel funny. Put it like this. Whenever you saw Dan Raphael critique a fighter for not being in shape for a fight, don't you like look at him strange? Like, bro, you needed to skip that part of why he lost. Because we know you typed this with a sandwich in your mouth. A whole foot long from Subways. The worst kind. I will. Let me I'm gonna highlight this so I could yeah, definitely, Angie. I appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna I highlighted it so it'll be in the back office, and I'm gonna Google that. I'm definitely gonna get back to you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bruce Gold says everybody I grew up didn't take it serious. Man, I used to preach. They all looking real old and slow. If they even alive today, do it before the white coats tell you to. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You gotta do it now. It makes eyes wide. Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely yeah. Like I said, Jeffrey Lopez, salute, fam. Like I said, I'm not a know-it-all. I'm guaranteeing you, I can learn from everybody in here. I'm not the oldest. I'm not the youngest. And when I call you guys family, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's why I cried when I got the news about what happened with Kurt. Shamar, salute. When I got that news, I went on Instagram. I did a quick 30-second video, and then I did my live stream, this one last night. When I was done, took a shower, I laid in the bed. I said, man. And then when I woke up this morning, that's when it hit me. I said, shit. Because I had just spoken to them on the phone, I think a little before New Year's. And that bothered me. Al B, salute. Shamar, salute. Y'all smash the like button. And it bothered me. And it just makes me wonder, Kurt liked to eat, man. I remember, and salute to the Sensei Stormy B, man. He hasn't done it in a while, but he had a show that he would do. It's called Dine and Dish. And he talks about being a foodie, different foods you like to eat. Like when you're watching television, when you're binge watching something, you got to have a snack. And you could look it up on Stormy B Man's, channel. And Kurt was on one of those shows, And I'm not saying you gotta kill yourself, because I don't kill myself now. I got ice cream in the fridge right now. But I would advise everyone to go to a doctor. Get a complete head to toe. What's wrong? Blood work. When I was in my late 30s, I told my doctor, I said, I see you, Divine. Hell yeah. I told my doctor, I said, look, now I want a colonoscopy. He said, you too young. I said, no, fuck that. Mark Wonderland's in the building. I said, nah, give me my colonoscopy. I'm requesting it. Because I got some shit going on. Lo and behold, 2 polyps. 2. Had them removed, non-cancerous. But, you see what I'm saying? The doctor was saying, no, you're too young. Wait till you're 40. I said, nope, do it now. Do it now. My parents said, no, do it now. Between my mother's side, my father's side, my grandfather, my father's father died when he was 31 years old. Had high blood pressure. My dad has high blood pressure. My uncles, high blood pressure. My mother, pre-diabetic. You know? We got all kinds of shit going on. So we are in the age of technology, and I know everyone's not too high on the medical field. I know everyone's not too high on it, but you know what? I want you guys to understand we are in the age of technology where we catch certain things. We can catch them now. You can if you detect cancer and remove it, your chances of survival are higher. I've known people that have passed on. And then when I talk to their loved ones, they say, yo, look, man, he just ain't go to the doctor. The doctor said, man, if he'd have came to me like 2 months prior, we could have caught it and removed it. And there's an 80% chance he'd have been okay and it would never came back. But the man didn't like to go to the doctor. Family, go get your shit checked out. You be doing yourself a solid and your family a solid. And of course, y'all don't know that there's 2 types of diabetes. One you can't help. My cousin Randy is slim, and you would look at him and never tell, but he can't eat like a cup of rice because he'll start shaking. He's one of those diabetics where he has to take the shot. And then throw a little COVID on top of that, you'd be fucked up out here. And I had caught COVID. I was out here doing live streams and I didn't even know I had COVID. When I went to the doctor to say, yo, look, man, this cold ain't going nowhere. I have no nostrils, but my nose ain't running. And I'm on the live stream. I had on my purple hoodie when I did that. I did my Sunday joint and my Monday joint. And I went to work. And by the time I started feeling better, I decided, yo, look, I'm just going to take 2 days off. I'm just going to go, I'm going to sweat it out in the shower. Then I'm going to go to the gym and run and sweat it out on the treadmill. But let me just go get my doctor's note. The doctor comes in and she says, are you vaccinated? And I said, yes. And she said, okay, when was the last time, what'd she say? When he was vaccinated. By then, it was like 3 months. And she said, okay. When was the last time you've been checked for COVID? I said, oh, man, it's been about 3 months. She said, you want to get tested? She gave me the option. I said, sure. I was just there to get it. Y'all know how it is. You get a doctor's note to go back to work. Yo, she comes back in a goddamn room with 3 masks on and a shield with the nurse. You got COVID-19. I said, excuse me? You have COVID. I said, oh. She said, where'd you say you was going? I said, I was going to leave here and go to the gym. The gym was in walking distance of urgent care. And she says, never. what you're gonna do is go home and don't touch shit on the way out. No doubt, Picasso. Hell yeah. I said, oh. So now I'm standing in front of urgent care like a lost puppy, like I got COVID. But I should have known because I felt worse. Like 2 days prior, I was in the bed with the chills, had a headache, and I still did my live streams. I forget which show it was, but I have on the purple hoodie with the hood on. I felt like crap. But I got through the Sunday show and that Monday show. And I said, what the hell? Had to call my job and they said, okay, you gotta, at that time it was 10 days, you had to go sit down somewhere. Call my wife. I said, yo, guess what? Guess who got COVID? This guy. She said, yo, how long? I said, I don't know. I said, I was feeling fucked up last 3 days. I said, that was it. Now here's the shit. 4 days prior, me and the wife had relations. Might want to go get checked out. So she had to take the kids and they didn't have it. But now she said, well, pick which room you want to be in. I said the bedroom, of course. She had to sleep on the couch. I binge watched every goddamn zombie movie on Netflix. And there was one night where I think it was mental though. I just popped up out my sleep. I was sweating. I had to open up the window and I just walked around the bedroom. And I said, damn, what is my heart? It felt like I was having an asthma attack because I had asthma when I was a kid. But I said, this got to be mental. But, you know, I'm here. But I firmly believe that my COVID wasn't as bad because I was in such good shape. I firmly believe that. In fact, the doctor at urgent care, she said, you was going to go to the gym? I said, yeah. You felt well enough to go to the gym? I said, yeah. She says, well, I'm telling you. Keith James, what up? She says, well, I'm telling you. If you feel like jogging, go jog. Don't go to the gym. But if you feel like jogging, go jogging. I said, you serious? She said, yeah. This is a virus. It's nothing to take. Just let it run its course. It's going to try and find the worst thing happening on the inside with you and amplify it. That's how it gets you. Now, my brother's a corrections officer. And when he had it, there was nothing. So I honestly thought, y'all don't know. I was going through a lot of shit. I'm still going through shit right now. Because here's what happened. I'm going to share something with y'all. Here's what happened. You get 10 days off. You know, I work for transit. They give you 10 days off. They told me you don't need a negative result to come back to work. What? Fuck that. I went and got tested again and then it came back negative. I said, okay. So I go back to work. And I'm like, hey, okay, it was still warm outside. You know, I lost about 8 pounds because I couldn't eat. ATL, salute, bro. And I'm like, man, so now I'm waiting for my bus. So here comes my bus. Driver gets off, daps it up, where you been? I said, yeah, I had COVID. He said, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm all right. I get on the bus. Now I'm looking in the mirror. And when I was coming to work, the run I had, high school was just getting out. So now I got all these fucking kids on the bus. If they had a mask on, the nose was out. I'm riding with the window open. I got to spray shit down with Lysol. Now, mind you, do you have any concept how many drivers that I knew, that I worked with, that died? Okay, when the pandemic first hit, there was a guy that lived next to me. His name was Mr. Galazzo. We called him Fred Flintstone because I swear to God he was like Fred Flintstone. And He'd be retired right now. He was about 4 months from retirement. 27 years on the job. And he lived right next to me. And I get on Facebook one day, when I was on Facebook, and I see his picture, rest in peace. And I'm like, no, this kid, I literally just saw him. Literally just saw him. Literally. What is going on? I think a 30-year-old kid that worked at another depot on the side of the Bronx. He died. I know, Keith, man. My brother was a CEO, and let me tell you how unprepared and ridiculous people were. First and foremost, yeah, Picasso. Check this shit out. My brother goes to work, and he's on roll call, right? He says, an inmate caught COVID-19. All of you worked at that prison. If you want to go get checked, go get checked. If not, go to your post. But if you decide to go get checked, we won't hold you accountable. You know, it's like, you know, they're just going to give you a sick day or whatever. My brother was like, what? And it was right before his vacation. He said, I'm not staying here. Now, mind you, the prisoner's been in lockdown all fucking however long they're there. So, of course, they caught it from a goddamn officer. So safe to say, my brother had to go all around. This one, we was unprepared. My brother had to go all around, and, you know, they finally get tested. He had it. And honestly speaking, I thought we was going to lose him. I was fucked up. But he made it. Brother Station Shake. He made it. Sorry to hear that, Brian. For real. In New York, you know, we caught it bad out here. So, MTA, transit workers, the bus operators, my division, they told them, they went to P&E and they asked them, yo, look, this shit is getting serious. We need rubber gloves, we need masks, because that's what the CDC was saying. Wear a mask, sanitize your area. This is out of control now. And when they went, the bus operators in the union, they said, yo, look, we need these stuff. They told us, no, y'all can't, that's not a part. They said it was not a part of our uniform. Star City J salute. They said it wasn't a part of our uniform. Now, let me give you a fun fact. Well, not so fun. Let me give you a real fact. When I first started working for transit, driving a bus, my first year, every other month I had a cold. You know why? You're relieving someone and getting the bus after them. You're driving the bus, and that's another thing. They don't want you wearing gloves. But if you wear gloves, what happens when you know, driving the bus and you go like this? Got a cold. I learned then, before you get in there, the driver gets out, take your Lysol, spray the wheels, spray the buttons, the switches, spray it. And don't touch your face at all. Yeah, Brian H., we were on our own. They didn't want, they said, don't wear no mask. It's not part of your uniform. If a beaky catches you with something that's out of uniform, you can get written up for it. I'm like, what the fuck? And it so happened that I had surgery when COVID hit. And when I was getting released from the hospital, they said, well, you glad you're being released today? I said, why? She said, we're locking down this part of the hospital for COVID. I said, man, the shit got that real? And it was like every day I got on social media, a coworker of mine was dying. It got real. And they locked the city down. And the toilet paper was disappearing. I mean, this thing really got crazy. It got crazy. It's not a part of our uniform. You can't wear that. Why do you think, man, transit got the pants suit off of them? And now there's they got all kinds of funds now. If you die from COVID, like the families that lost people that were bus operators. I mean, there's shit going on right now that let's just say people got paid. People got paid. But no amount of money can bring your family member back. You understand what I'm talking about? This is crazy. And these are the things we dealt with. And I had to come here and try and talk boxing. Now, getting back to my situation, I come back to work after COVID. I finally caught it. I came to work, and now I'm noticing these kids, no mask on or half a mask on, and my heart starts pounding. I'm driving the bus. I'm like, what the fuck? I get to the top of the end of my route, the bus empty. I mellow out. I see a dispatcher. You all right? I think I'm all right. Going back in the other direction, the bus gets crowded by the train station. What the fuck? The bus empties out. I level out. Long story short, I'm catching panic attacks. You know what I'm saying? Because the bus is crowded. And I'm like, because the whole time I'm like, yo, I don't want to catch this shit again. And what about my daughter? And what about my nephews and my sons and all this? I'm like, what the fuck? My wife, and I'm out in the public with this shit. Now things have gotten a lot better. But goddamn, I had no control over it. PTSD. I don't like crowds. I didn't know what it was. Y'all want to know what it was like for me in Vegas for real? I sat on a fucking plane, panting for 6 hours, trying to hide it, so people wouldn't look at me and say, "What's wrong with this guy?" Yeah. I know, Picasso, you ain't lying. I know all about that, tricks of the trade. Yeah, you right. The plane ride to Vegas, the plane ride back. In the stadium, those pictures I put up, I wasn't feeling too good. And if a troll popped off, I might have wowed out and beat their skull in. They were like, what the fuck, you was in Vietnam? No. Working for City, New York, and I buried a bunch of friends. I lost 4 close friends to me. And that bothers me, man. So when I tell you guys, coming on here and talking with y'all, it's therapeutic for me. Because everybody, I'm sure they got some shit going on. I definitely got some shit going on. And I'm working through it every day. Every day. So if I could put out content and people can relate, and I'm making the world a better place, fine. I want to touch as many people as I can. I want to help as many people as I can. That's why I'm talking. That's why I have a second channel. I'm gonna leave boxing over here. I'm gonna put health, wellness, and just adult behavior here. And I don't know everything. This is gonna be open topics, man. There's gonna be a point where I open up the panel and have a conversation. But just like my boxing channel, this is how I see shit. I told my brother, I told my father, I said, man, if I caught that COVID shit when I was 400 pounds and out of shape, I might have been dead. Might have been dead. So I got PTSD. I do. Clinically, it's been declared. That's what I'm dealing with now. But I deal with it the best way that I can. Therapy is essential. It is. It really is. I'm not ashamed of it. A lot of people need therapy. Go get it. But anyway, that's one way to combat things. The better you are in shape, the least likely, I mean, you can still catch a cold, but you might rebound better and faster. You won't feel as bad. What you intake clears your skin. Angie Wise just put something in the chat. Make your gums better, your skin clearer. You understand? Health is wealth. And Kurt Sugar wasn't in the best of health. You know, we all make choices, and I'm sure, looking back, there are things that he more than likely sat down and said, you know what, I could have put that down and not done that. And, you know, by this time, he can't take it back. But I want us to learn that nothing happens when things happen. You gotta take a lesson from everything. Every relationship that you have in life. Girlfriends, talking to the fellas, boyfriends, talking to the ladies, jobs that you didn't like or didn't work out for you. Don't ever walk away from the situation without learning something. There's always a lesson. There's always a lesson there. Now, you're right, Keith. This shit ain't going away. It's a way of life. I'm just trying to mentally deal with this shit. I'm trying. Yo, Picasso, you ain't lying, man. But we gotta be responsible. We gotta do the best we can. You know, and it starts with us. And I say that, you know, you should be walking. If you can jog, do it. I jump rope. I can go right outside and jump rope. I got several jump ropes. Yeah, you're right, phenomenal messenger. You know what I call it? I call it failing forward. No one's perfect. You're going to try and do certain things, you're going to fail, but you have to understand why you fail. Get back in the saddle. Get back in the saddle. Health is wealth, man. And we need to learn from our big brother, Kurt Sugar Anderson. We need to learn from him. Learn from him. D-Man Jr., salute. Learn from him. Learn. You know what I'm saying? People that transcend. And we all shed tears and we're sad. Much appreciated, Keith, man. And I thank you guys for joining me. When they leave this plane and they transcend, they're leaving a lot of knowledge for us. It's up to us to pick apart what it is. There's enough knowledge. There's enough videos of Kurt talking, Three Wise Men, Stormy B-Man, and Scrapbook, Blue Blood. He's been on my panel several times. When I had Roy Jones on the show. And when I say that this is an outlet, we provided that for him. Because that man genuinely loved the sport of boxing. Genuinely loved it. And I love that man for it, man. I loved him for it. Because he was an encyclopedia. He's the only guy other than my Uncle Bill that I listen to talk boxing. My Uncle Bill will tell you some shit that he could bring up fighters in situations that happen. You'll never know. There was guys out in Harlem that just never went pro because they love the streets too much. I had a video of my Uncle Bill just talking boxing, and you know what? YouTube took the audio out the goddamn video, so you see my Uncle Bill just sitting there talking, but you don't hear anything because the music was. So I gotta find the video on my hard drive and re-upload it. I gotta re-upload the goddamn man. You know what I'm saying? But we can do better as a family. What have we learned from Kurt other than boxing? We learned we got to take care of ourselves. Because I'm sure if we sat down and spoke to Kurt, he'll tell you, look, don't be me. You know, there's a lot of things that I ate in the past that got me here. And, you know, if I can go back 30 years and talk to myself, I doubt I'd be here. I doubt I'd be here. So I'm sure, he made some changes. I'm sure he would. But we have to take the good with the bad and take that bad, those lemons, and make lemonade and say, what can I learn from what Kurt went through? How do I not do that? Because he wouldn't want that for us. And you shouldn't want it for yourself. You shouldn't want it for yourself. That's right, Keith James. Whatever you need to do, do it. This is the lesson. This is the lesson. Kurt left a legacy. The brilliant part about the YouTube things is that every show he's on is archived. Stormy has a bunch of them. I have a few. He's been everywhere. He's been on a lot of shows. Even a lot of shows, a lot of channels we don't deal with anymore. If you go to the archives, you might see his name there. Shopping cart theory. If you go inside the shopping, if you go inside the store, you don't buy everything. You get what you need. That's right, Joseph. Steve Jobs, all the money in the world couldn't save his life. Now, of course, there's certain things that we can't help, but those are the things I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about the things you can help. You can help your cholesterol. You can do things. I mean, I goof my blood pressure up so bad, I'm on a pill a day. And I'm still working feverishly to try to just get rid of it, trying to even my shit out. But I might have goofed myself up so bad that, hey man, I'll be on a pill for the rest of my life. But I'm grateful that we're in a place where we have these things at our disposal. Technology does help us. It does. My father's father died. He was like 31 years old. I never met him. My father was 8 years old when that man died. Never met him. I had one picture of him in the casket. I never met my father's father. Amen. Things we can help, we have to help them. Absolutely, we have to help. That's with our health and our wellness, our mentality, to the people we choose to lay down with and deal with. It's up to us. Life can be complex, but there are no problems. There are only solutions. And outside of something falling you and bopping you upside your head, that like a freak accident that you have no control over, you are in the driver's seat. I'm going to be sharing a lot of stories with you where I don't know how I made it. I'm going to share with you a lot of stories where I put myself in a lot of situations. Like being in neighborhoods I had no business being in, chasing tail. And I'm like, wow, all the way over here in Brooklyn. It was always in Brooklyn. A couple of times in Harlem, but most times where my life could have got ended, it was in Brooklyn. And I wasn't driving. I was always on a train somewhere, chasing tail. Her ass was so fat, I just had to get it. I got it. Was leaving her house. Was it worth it? Was it worth the gang wars, shootouts breaking out, and getting chased to the damn D train? Reverse Warriors. Remember the Warriors? I'm trying to get back to the Bronx. They were trying to get from the Bronx back to Coney Island. I'm trying to get from Coney Island back to the Bronx. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. But that's what this platform is for. So I'll be uploading like workout videos, and I'm not a personal trainer. Let me make it perfectly clear. I am not legally, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't give you, exercise advice legally. Not a doctor. I'm telling you, consult your physician before you make a move, because you could be looking right and feeling right and not overweight, but you haven't worked out in 10 years, and you can have a clogged artery. The moment you get on a treadmill, you can say, "Oh, Drew said to jump some rope and get on the treadmill." And you can get on the treadmill. When you get off that treadmill and your heart rate stops, your arms start hurting, you fall out and have a heart attack. You're like, "Oh, well, Drew said." No, Drew's not a doctor. I am telling you, consult your physician. Don't just say, yo, I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm going to hit it hard in the gym. And last time you worked out was 2015. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Start with a slow walk, and until you get your doctor's appointment, don't do shit. I worked with a guy a long time ago. Now, New York, listen, phenomenal Mexican. New York, every place has its wild neighborhoods, but New York was a shitstorm in the 90s, man. It was so hard out here in the 90s, man. The 80s, the early 80s was the crack era, and then the 90s, we had these gangs, man. There were no Bloods and Crips over here. There was a gang called the Decepticons. I'm not even kidding. They wore purple and gray. Right? Matter of fact, some Deceps turned into rappers. Y'all heard of Black Moon? Rest in peace, Sean Price. He was a Decep. Rockness, he was a Decepticon. All those guys, boot camp clip, they were Decepticons. If you listen in their rhymes. I'm boot camp for life, Decep to death, the force magnum nigga never forget. Sean Price, he was a Decepticon. Yeah, the Latin Kings, they out here. The Nietas, they out here. But in the 90s, it was wild. You make one wrong turn on the wrong block, you be running for your life. Like, what the fuck? I'm just trying to get to the store. I'm just trying to get to the train. I'm trying to get to the bus. Niggas start chasing you like it's what's that shit? What was that movie? Not I Am Legend with Will Smith. The other shit with Brad Pitt. Niggas get bit and then they start chasing you through the shit. There's like a wave of people chasing you and hitting walls and shit. You're like, what the fuck happened? Looking like that. Crazy. The 90s was something else, man. I could tell you some stories. Some that I've been through and some that my friends or people I knew been through, and some cats ain't make it. That was the box cutter era. You know? Yeah, World War Z, that's the movie. Getting chased like that to the damn D train because I just had to go hit this chick off. And now World War Z's chasing me to the goddamn train. Man, what the fuck was I doing? Trying to get killed? You couldn't do nothing, but what you could do is legally go to a corner store and get an orange box cutter. That you could purchase. That was your first line of defense. You walk around New York and you see somebody with a scar right here. The buck 50 is what we call it. You know what era they grew up in. Because at some point they were in the street somewhere and somebody was putting in work and they cut their ass. There was a big thing going on here. Cutting people coming back and forth to work. People getting cut in the face. It was crazy out here. It was crazy. Yeah, Joseph. That's the story I'm talking about. That was one of those shits where I could have got killed, man. I left this chick out, man. I met her on 40 Deuce. We was chilling. I ended up going back to her, phone sexing all during the week. She said, yo, her mom's was a CO. She said, yo, she work overnights. Come through. I get to Coney Island. I walked the wrong way. I said, oh, it's nice out here. There's boats in the water. I called from a payphone. It was the 90s. I had no cell phone. I said, yo, where you building at? She said, where you at? I told her. She said, nah, you walked the wrong way. You got to come back and go the other direction. I walked back towards the train, and I'm saying, oh, shit, she live in the projects. I get to the block. There's like 40 niggas in front of her building. And I'm like, chill. I call her from another payphone. I say, yo, it's like 40 niggas in front of your building. Oh, man, nah, that's Ray, that's Rakeem, and I went to school. I know them niggas. I say, yeah, but listen, I don't know them niggas. Now, mind you, at the time, I'm dipped out. Kane, what up? I'm dipped out. I had my S curl with the fat shape up. I had my gold chain on. I had on my beef and broccolis. Was it beef and broccolis I had on? I forget, but I had on my baggy Boss jeans. You know what I'm saying? Man, I had to time it. Somebody, and you know, the project intercoms in New York never work. Do not think you're going to go in there and ring the bell and someone's going to hear you. You're going to hear a bunch of static. They never work. They never work. So I just stood around the outskirts and I saw someone get out the elevator and walking towards the building. And I ran to the front door. They came out and I walked in. Big old heavy old project door. Boom. When I ran past, the niggas was like, yo, who that? You know that nigga? And I went in. Now I had no running shoes, Picasso. I want to say I had on beef and broccoli Timbs. Get upstairs, and we had a good time. You know, I got what I wanted. But I fucked up when I fell asleep. Because then she comes in the room poking me, yo. My mom just called. She left work early. She ain't gonna be at 8 in the morning. She coming home now. So how fast it take her to get to work? Get from here. She said, ain't no traffic. It's 4 in the morning. I said, it's 4 in the morning? I said, oh shit. 4 in the morning? Damn. Steve L, word. That's what's up. So I get dressed and she says, no, you gotta hurry. Cause it ain't gonna take her but 10 minutes to get where she work at over here. She don't work on, I said, I thought you said she a CEO. She said, nah, she don't work on Rikers Island. There's a facility right here in Brooklyn. So now I gotta leave. And here's the problem. I go downstairs, look outside. Why at 4 in the morning there's still 40 niggas outside in front of her building? I'm like, damn. So now I'm standing in the lobby. They done saw me already. I look, it says exit. But what do I know about projects? Back doors lead to back alleys, and I'm gonna have to walk around the building and the train up the block. Right? I leave out the front door. I just start walking. When I came out the front door, it's like niggas just stopped. When I tell you, I'm not exaggerating. When I say there was about 40, if it was less than 40, it was like 30. It was a lot of dudes outside, purple and gray. I said, oh shit. So now I'm walking and they just stopped. Now I'm walking. I got my hands in my pocket and I'm looking and I hear them. I keep turning my head on my peripheral. They're there. And I say, yeah. Mind you, family, this was before Metro cards. I had a bag of tokens on. I had tokens, my wallet, and my house keys, and a box cutter. What is a box cutter gonna do against World War Z? I don't know. So a fast walk turned into a power walk, turned into a little jog. And I heard somebody say, yo, get that nigga. I took off. Y'all ever ran so fast, y'all ain't even feel yourself breathing? My knees was in my chest. I got to the D train. Now, mind you, Coney Island is the last stop, but it's also the first stop. So there was 2 trains upstairs. I'm up those steps. Woof, woof, woof. Now, in the D train, you can't go from car to car like other trains. So whatever train car you get into, you're just stuck there. So as I'm getting upstairs, I'm gonna hop the turnstile. What I'm gonna do, pay my fare? And I'm like, I'm hoping I have enough distance between me and these niggas that I can get on the fucking train and the doors will close on some movie shit. You know, the doors close, you're like, but I said, my luck, I don't know which, both trains are there. I don't know which one's gonna be moving first. My luck, I'll get on the train and the other one closes and I'm there and I'm getting stomped out by, but I said, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna go into the damn train. I'm gonna flush against the wall. And I'm gonna knuckle up, and I know whoever get in front of me first, Niggas in for fight. I'm fighting. And the only thing I kept saying is, please, I don't want to get cut on my face. And that's why when a lot of niggas would be getting jumped back then, they really didn't fight back. They would just curl up like this because they didn't want to get cut in the face. Because that was the shit. I cut him. You can cut me here, cut me in the arm. Please don't cut my face. Please don't cut my face. And I hopped up them steps and I'm looking at the trains. Which one leaving? Couldn't tell. So I'm going to proceed with the plan. I'm just going to go into the first car, flush up and knuckle up, hop the turnstile. Don't ask me where the fuck this cop came from. This nigga came out the sky. When I hopped the turnstile, he grabbed me and just threw me against the gate. I'm tired of you motherfuckers not paying your fare. I said, yo, they're chasing me. He said, what? I said, look. And they were coming up the steps, banging against each other, like World War Z. That's why when that movie came out, I just laughed. I said, yo, that's how these niggas look when they was chasing me up the steps in Coney Island. And he took his hands off me and grabbed his revolver. That's how long ago this was. OG cops had revolvers. Now they got semis. He grabbed his revolver and just pointed it. And they just stopped. They're like, all right, big nigga, yo, don't come back here. Yo, we gonna fucking kill you, nigga. Yo, yeah, nigga, yeah. They go back down the steps. He's breathing heavy now, white guy. And he looks at me. What the fuck did you do? I said, I ain't do nothing. I'm trying to go home. They chased me. I said, it's 4 a.m. He said, where do you live? I said, I live in the Bronx. The last stop, Bainbridge Avenue. I live in the Bronx. I'm about to be on this train for another hour and a half. He said, what are you doing all the way out here? He said, never mind. Get on that train and never come back here. You making me work this hard. I've never been so glad to see a fucking cop in my life. I got on that train. I'm shaking and shit. I got back to the block like around 5 a.m. My boy was coming out of his building. And by then it was funny. I said, yo, L, you know what happened to me? Because when I came, I was still looking fresh, but he could tell that something happened. Because I was like kind of like, I was sweaty and kind of like musty, but he could tell like I went somewhere, but I came back and he could tell something. He said, yo, you all right? I said, bro, you never guess what happened to me. And I told him the story. He said, yo, what the fuck? He said, wait a minute. What the fuck are you doing in Brooklyn? I said, L, yo, her ass was so fat. He's like, nigga, it's never worth it. I said, yeah, man, you right. And you know, I had a couple of situations after that where I could have got the business. I'll share that some other time. But goddamn, I'll never forget that one there was crazy. Good times. You make choices. That was a bad choice. It just turned out. Now the next I don't know what day of the week that was. Because it was summertime. So it was during the week. There was like no school or nothing. So it was during the week. It wasn't like a weekend. I know when I called her the next day, I spazzed on her. And you know what she kept saying? Why'd you run? They wasn't gonna do nothing to you. I'm all, please, they pussy. They ain't gonna do it. I said, yo, do you understand? There was like 40 niggas. I told you. And you name dropping these niggas? I don't know these niggas. I'm a tough guy. But I was significantly outnumbered. I ain't gonna hold you. If it was like 2 or 3, I wouldn't have ran. I'd have pulled out my box cutter, get close. Because I'm bigger than most people. There was 2 or 3 of them, I wouldn't have ran. But they had a lot of numbers. I said, look, you know them niggas. I ain't never gonna get a fucking stupid ass block again, man. And I hooked up with her a couple of times after that, but guess what? Yeah, all right. Come to the Bronx. That's right, Joseph. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right with that. Yo, y'all want to know how many black and brown men are in prison over a woman or are dead over a woman? Yeah, that's a show. That's a topic I'm gonna discuss. I got some shit for that too. Crazy stuff, man. It's never worth it. I got to a certain age where I said, wait a minute. I'm the prize. I ain't got no goddamn headaches. Now, you right, Angie. The door swings both ways. Because you know what? I know someone right now that is in prison over a situation involving a female that he totally could have walked away from. But his fucking ego landed him 15 joints. He should be out in a little bit. When he did what he did, he came back to the block and we sit in front of the building. He came back breathing heavy and told us the whole story. It was like he was looking for clarity. He was looking for us to be on some, y'all did the right thing. And we were like, you might want to go to the precinct and explain it to the desk officer and just have a seat. He says, nah, I ain't doing that. Walks off, go upstairs because he lived in my building at the time. Goes upstairs, and we in front of the building just chilling. 2 a.m, summertime, nothing to do. We watched the squad cars come in the block. Woo! We was like, yep, there they go. Yep. They came out. He's handcuffed with his head down. Yep. Yep. It don't matter. Even if he bigged him up and said, nah, you good. No. He got in that car. He spoke to his brother. That's how we found out what was going on. What's going on with your brother? What's going on with your brother? What's going on? And then he finally said, yo, man, they hit with 15 joints. What? 15 joints. In 2022? Yeah. This year should be up. This year should be. Yeah. Oh, Angie, I'm going to get on everybody. I'm not going to bash women. I'm not going to bash men. Everybody's going to get it here. Everybody's going to get it. Everybody's going to get it. Trust me, I'm a strong advocate for men. I'm a strong advocate for men. But God damn it, we do a lot of silly shit. Like going to Brooklyn just because a girl got a fat ass. I had to see that shit, though. It was crazy. This was before all this plastic surgery, getting your waist snatched. She had a flat stomach. When I tell you her shit was like a half moon, she used to, that's what, when I was on 42nd Street, her shit was so good that I thought she had like something back there, like something fake. And I was across the street. I looked. I said, what the fuck? I'm across the street. And she was talking with a girlfriend, and she looked at me, she could smile. I said, yo, what's good? I don't know, you tell me. And we just walking around 42nd Street, went to the arcade. There used to be 2 arcades over there. This is before the semi-old 42nd Street. 42nd Street, it wasn't pretty back in the days, but in the 90s, it was going through a transition. In the 80s, it was fucked up. In the 90s, it was going through a transition. So I said, man, you know, you just talking, where you from? From the Bronx. Oh my God. You in the gang? Nah. What's up with you? Yeah, let me get your number. That whole week we talked and flirted with each other over the phone. I said, I'm going to destroy this chick. And I got my flyest and went down there. But I knew Whole train ride. Matter of fact, I told one of my friends, hey, I'm about to go to Brooklyn and smash the train. He said, you about to go where? Brooklyn? Where? I said, yo, last stop D train. He said, that's Coney Island. I said, yeah. He said, nigga. He said, yeah, I wouldn't recommend. You couldn't tell me to meet you in Manhattan somewhere? I said, nah, I'm just going to go to a house, mom's, work overnight and shit. You know what it is? He said, all right, I wouldn't do it. Chase and Tail had World War Z chasing me to the train. Almost got killed. Choices. Damn, that was 95. I was 20 years old. Doing that. I got some situations that happened before that and after that. And I had to snap out of it like, what the fuck am I doing? This is I'm smarter than this. No doubt, Angie. No doubt, Angie. I'm gonna have panels on here. I'm gonna have women speak their piece, man. It's gonna be all respectful. Like I said, I don't know everything. Everything I talk about is from life experience. And I think the conversation needs to get started. And plus, a lot of us, we don't speak to each other like person to person, and that's the good part about social media. It gets us to do that. I never met Curtis Anderson face to face, but I've spoken to him on the phone and everything else, man. So this is the point of we could come together and do that, man. Nigga said I had the extra Wu-Tang. Damn near. You was either a Wu-Tang fan, which I was, or you bumped your head to Onyx, which I did. But I like looking fly. That was Bad Boy, P. Diddy. Music was the shit back then. So I had a little bit of everything. I had on my baggy jeans. I really think I had on my beef and broccolis. I had on the shirt, it was kind of tight. I went to the gym. You know what I mean? I had the fat lineup with the S curl. And I got a shorty number on the way to. I forgot about that. There was this fly ass Dominican chick. I knew she was Dominican because she had Dominican flag earrings. Fly, had the accent and everything. I was talking to her, like, yeah. Gave me her number. I was talking with her. After that situation, I ended up hitting that too, but at least she lived in the Bronx. Goddamn. I was on cloud nine. I said, this bad bitch. I'm like, a fucking bad bitch. Yeah, World War Z. Dumbass. Yep, me. That was me. Nah, they all could. You can't get lost in New York as long as you can find a train. Because all of those trains go into Manhattan. Every last one of them. All you gotta do is find a train. Every last one of those trains going to Manhattan. You can't get lost. You lost somewhere. If they blindfold you and drop you anywhere in the 5 boroughs, all you gotta do is ask the prison, where's the train? They go to J train or whatever. Just go to any train, any letter, any number train, and find the one that goes to Manhattan. And that's where you want to go. Can't get lost. God damn. Chase and Tail. That's gonna be my next show. When Chase and Tail get you killed. The amount of men in jail over women. Whether the women, did something silly and got them set up, got them killed, or the man's ego got involved and he wasn't smart enough to walk away. Y'all remember who's that? Romeo? Steve Harvey? He lived out here in the Bronx. Y'all know what happened to him, right? Shot and killed, got set up by some chick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. That shit happened right over there on Castle Hill. It's crazy. Shit was weird. He said I dress like Easy. Yeah, man. Yeah, Brian H., you remember that? That was crazy. 88, you remember that? It's crazy, right? Shit was crazy. Crazy. Broke my heart. I remember at the old skate key, I was doing security there. Fat Joe, Terror Squad was there. Fat Joe, Big Pun, God rest his soul. And he was there. He was there with the white kid that used to act with him. Forget his name. And they were there. And we was all back. They made a stage at Skate Key. We was all back there and I had to keep people out, whatever. And, I talked with him. I said, yo, man, I'm proud of you, man. I remember you was watching on TV. You was a little kid. Now you're growing up, man. You're doing good things. And he was so like, yeah, I'm going to get to movies. And I'm looking at this. And he was excited about it. I forget the white kid's name. I forget his name. But he was mad cool, too. And they were tight. They were tight, man. And I remember watching the news one night. And it was like, yo, so-and-so, Romeo. And I was like, wait a minute. He's dead? And he was with somebody else. Who's the other kid that was an actor? Forget his name too. He was in the car. And because some girl lied, shot the car up and killed him. And his man survived. His man is an actor too. It was crazy, man. Crazy. Ridiculous. And that's an example of how like a woman will lie and get you in trouble. Fellas, get your shit together because you don't want to have your ego get you in trouble. I'm telling you, man, we gonna cook on this, man. We're gonna cook on situations like this. But for now, back to the topic. Health is wealth, man. And just running to the gym just so you can get some big shoulders or a six-pack. That's just a byproduct of you taking care of yourself. Trust me. 36 months is nothing but 3 years. If you change your lifestyle, your body's going to go through changes. And people on the outside is going to recognize it before you do. Trust me, it happened to me. People who met me when I was severely overweight and they haven't seen me in a long time, they have walked past me in the street, didn't even know it was me. They're like, oh shit. Yeah. But I didn't do it because I wanted to walk around with my shirt off. I didn't do it because I just want to get on here and post and, do all this shit. I didn't want to do. No. I said I don't want to have a heart attack. I don't want to have, limbs amputated. You understand? The attention I get, first of all, I don't entertain it because it's fake as hell. You know what the funniest shit is? When the big booty girl at the gym starts talking to you, and for a long time, well, not for a long time, for about a week, I was like, does she even know who she talking to? And I knew I'd had it when Shorty was talking to me. And I'm like, she finally asked me, she said, yeah, so how long you been coming to this gym? What? Oh shit. She don't know who she talking to. When I was damn near 300, I was damn near 400 pounds. I ain't get a look. And that's cool. That's cool. I said, oh shit. You know what I did? I said, how long am I coming to this gym? We was on the treadmill. I'm sorry, we was on the Stairmaster. I was here, she was on my right. She said, how long you been coming to this gym? She been giving me rhythm all week long. And I just smiled. I looked, I said, word? She said, what? I went in my phone and I pulled up a before and after picture that I put together myself. And I said, this guy, been going to this gym this whole time. And she looked. Oh my God! While I was on my journey, I never changed my clothes until the wives was like, yo, it looks like you're wearing a fucking parachute. You can buy smaller shit now. I was wearing a 4X. Now I wear large or medium, depending on the cut. Oh my God. Oh shit. You know what? When I did look at you, I said, he got to be related to that guy. No, it's me. It's me. How you doing? I was here the whole time. She shot her shot. No, thank you. No, thank you. Keep your shit in shape. You a personal trainer now? Not yet. '95, I'd have took it down. '95, I'd have took it down. Today, I'm more relaxed. But when my birthday come up, you could get some lingerie and I get some singles. You can do that. You can do a little tease, you know. Me and the wives have fun tipping you and shit. That's for another show, y'all. But anyway, you already know what it is, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Share the content, you know what I mean? We're going to grow this channel. And this channel is for the family. You know what I'm saying? When I have the open panels, we can have discussions. Y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about. Y'all got stories y'all want to share, share it. You know what I mean? But this for the family. I might have a lot of controversial shit up in here. But a lot of the shit y'all gonna be able to relate to. And I want to know what it's like. Because I can tell you what it's like in New York. Or wherever y'all from. Even if you're from the West Coast. Let me know what it was like out there. Because I know the vibe was different everywhere. If you're from the Midwest, the South. You know what I'm saying? The West Coast. You know what I mean? If you're from another country, let me know what it's like. Tell me if it's similar. Tell me if it was bugged out. Tell me your experiences. Y'all let me know what it do, man. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all of y'all, man. Much love and appreciation. I'm about to go hit the hay because I got to get up. And, LDBC strong. You know what I'm saying? Talk some boxing in the morning. So, I'm going to be hitting it hard, y'all. Because this is our year. And we're only growing, man. And rest in power to Kurt Sugar. And respect to all of you, man. Much love and appreciation to every last one of you, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll be back in the morning. And I'll be back here tomorrow night also. I'm putting in work, family. Much love and appreciation. See y'all.